Guests today. We're in 4-H. I guess we might find out. We got folks in from Northfield that are stopping by today from the Northfield Chamber, the Northfield Convention and Visitors Bureau. Lisa Peterson is with us. She's in charge of tourism for Northfield. Boy, what a fun job that has to be. And Todd Bornhauser, who's the president. I mean, he is the president of the Northfield Chamber, and he's with us today here on AM Minnesota along with Lisa. We appreciate their coming in studio. Tomorrow, Todd Sesker, superintendent of the Faribault Public Schools, will be with us. School starts on Tuesday for the public schools. BA is already in school here in Faribault, but the public schools start on Tuesday, so I thought it would be great to get Todd in studio to talk all about that. We will not have a Labor Day show. I know I'll be volunteering out at the Vietnam Memorial Wall replica, which is here at the Rice County Fairgrounds. It was such an awesome escort that they had yesterday, and I'm so proud of the Faribault community, as I note on my blog on our website, KDHLradio.com. Jerry will host the show on Tuesday. We'll have Faribault Area Chamber folks in with us on Wednesday in our normal Chamber show of the month. And then the Feet of Jesse James Days, folks, will be in studio next Thursday. I know Lynn Ziegler will be one of them, and I think one of the guys who rides in the James Younger gang will be with us too. I mean, he doesn't ride in the gang, but he pretends like he rides in the gang. Bail me out here, will you please, Todd?
Corey, thanks for letting us come on this morning. Appreciate it.
Oh, I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to doing this hopefully every month.
Absolutely. I'm very excited. So.
Probably long overdue.
Yes.
I mean, you're our neighbors to the north. I spend a lot of time in Northfield, of course. I do Carleton College football and basketball on the airwaves, and we do St. Olaf Oldies here on KDHL, so we have a terrific connection with the Northfield community.
It is funny for me, you know. It doesn't seem that far away, but yet it seems like it could be the next country over. It's really difficult sometimes to get people to make that connection between the two communities.
Yeah, we're in the same community, and we all have our own unique things that make us what we are. You know, Faribault's a blue-collar town, big time. Northfield has a nice mix of both, right, Lisa?
Yes, it does. We're really proud of our arts affiliation. We have a lot of artists and of all different kinds, painters and writers, lots of writers. We're really proud of our sidewalk poetry program, which is one of the first in the country, to my understanding, where we have local poets come in and they write their poems. They have a contest, and then the ones that are picked get stamped into the sidewalk for forever. So
really,
yeah, it's really cool.
Well, I enjoy dabbling in some poetry. I'll have to see if we can get something over your way. See if we can't get it inscribed in a Northfield sidewalk. That'd be cool. So this is kind of like the Hollywood Walk of,
It's the Poetry Walk of Fame.
The Poetry Walk in Northfield. So a lot happening in Northfield, as you know, Lisa, being the tourism director. I'm going to see if I can get this over the camera here. Love this. This is Northfield Visitors Guide that you guys have produced.
There, Todd can hold
Todd's
it.
helping me.
Todd can hold it over the camera and then.
No.
Here, I'll hide my face.
I want everybody to see your lovely face.
Put it right in front.
But I think it's a great idea. It's all in color, and it reads well, and did a nice job.
Thank you.
So how long did it take to put this together?
We've been developing this. This has been a piece that the CVB has put together for years and years, and so we're just kind of, every year we kind of tweak it and take people who have come into town and new businesses and put them in, and take the ones that have unfortunately closed out and see what other kinds of attractions we have in there, and just try to include everybody. So it's a
Nort Johnson, who has your position here in Faribault, he's the
Yep.
director of community marketing here in Faribault, who comes on the show once a month, was telling us about your regional marketing, which I think is a terrific idea.
Yes, last year, right when I first started with the CBB, I think it was like one of the first days we met with Nort Johnson and Katie Godfrey, who is the CVB Director of Tourism in Owatonna, And we developed this cooperative marketing effort, and it's really taken off.
Yeah.
You've been doing this.
Whether it's preparing your home to sell,
30
searching for your
years.
dream home, or walking you through the mortgage process,
Crazy.
they take pride in what they do and provide customers with the finest service. Contact locally owned and operated Professional Pride Realty at 507-663-1100. Find out more about their personalized service at professionalpriderealty.com.
Yeah, we want to thank the folks at Professional Pride Realty for making our show possible today. We have in studio from Northfield, we have the Chamber President, Todd Bornhauser. Did I say that right, Todd?
You did.
Okay. I didn't ask you before, so I thought I'd better get that down. Lisa Peterson is with us. She is the Director of Tourism, basically, right? Is that your title?
That's my title.
And you were just telling us, because we were chatting off the air, believe it or not, we do chat a little off the air, talking about the sign in Northfield, cows, colleges, and contentment, and you were telling us how they came up with the cows.
Yes, I was. A lot of people don't know that Northfield used to be the Holstein capital of the country or the world. I can't remember that part. And they developed the breed standard for what the Holstein is supposed to be in Northfield that they still use today. So at one time there were over 6,000 head of cattle in Northfield. So that's why we have the cows part.
And of course, colleges is obvious with Carleton and St. Olaf, two nationally acclaimed colleges in the same town. That's pretty rare.
Yep. So we have the cows, we have the colleges, and then it's just a nice, quiet town. So contentment.
Yeah, that's the other C. The contentment.
Yes.
And it's been that ever since I've been here.
It's quite a long time, from my understanding. I've only been in Northfield for 9 years, so.
Right.
It's been there ever since I moved.
You didn't go to school there then?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No.
You're from Wisconsin originally, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And
I'm sorry.
everything cheese, right?
Yeah, I like cheese a lot.
Well, who doesn't? I love cheese. Todd, how long have you been around Northfield?
She's got a green shirt on too.
I see that. She's got Falcon green on.
Yeah, I'm sure it says Favre on the back if you look closely.
Oh, that's Green Bay green. That's right. I didn't get the correlation there. I was thinking Falcons. But anyway, Todd, how long have you been in?
We've lived in Northfield for 25 years. So I always laugh. I'll never be a townie, but my kids will because they were born in Northfield Hospital and went to Northfield High School, graduated. So that's kind of the key, I think, is if you've gone to the high school, then you're one of us.
Yeah. Well, that's true in a lot of towns.
So
you're still embraced, I'm sure, Todd.
Yeah, they tolerate me. They haven't run me out yet.
Your favorite part of Northfield is?
My favorite part of Northfield, I think, is the historic downtown, and just being able to walk through and you can just see the history and the variety. You can see things that were built, different time frames, and it's a really nice, unique, something that I think most communities would love to have. I think sometimes we take for granted. And so, river running through your historic downtown. So, to me, that's always the exciting part of the community.
Yes, and this visitor's guide that we showed you earlier, it says right in the front cover, a classic American river town. I like that, Lisa.
Mhm. Yeah, it truly is a classic American river town.
No question about it. Fishing is good, right? The river was high earlier. Yeah, I understand they're moving the fire hall, right, to get it away from, because they always used to have flooding problems. They're getting a new public safety building, right?
Well, they're going to add on to the fire station, so they're not going to move it.
Oh, I thought they were moving it away from the river.
Obviously they've talked a little bit about what to do with it.
Sure.
The police station moved out of there a few years ago and is down on just off of Highway 3 behind Perkins, kind of on the south end of town. But the fire station's kind of uniquely located and centrally located, and so I think they've run out of space, and so they've found a way of trying to do an addition there and still stay there. So
Lisa, I love your Veterans Memorial in Northfield. It's awesome.
It's beautiful. They've really done a nice job with that.
Do a lot of people stop there? I mean, you get a lot of people that stop through and
I'm not sure how many people come on a daily basis, but I know for their Memorial Day services, there's a lot of people that come to that.
And speaking of that, again, we'll have more details about the Feet of Jesse James Days, which is next weekend, next Thursday. As luck would have it, 1 week from today, Lynn Ziegler will be one of the folks in studio getting us all the details. But I know you opened that event with a very poignant service at the cemetery.
Yes, we do. We have a memorial service to Joseph Lee Haywood, who was the bank teller that was murdered during the raid. And so we have the service for him. It starts at 12 o'clock. It's in the cemetery that's across from the high school. And it's a really nice way to just kind of see why we celebrate the defeat of Jesse James Days.
Yeah, emphasis on defeat.
Exactly.
Of Jesse James Days. Todd, you must be very excited to talk about all the great selection of businesses you have in Northfield. You are closer to the metropolitan area than Faribault is. You know what I'm saying? And we all know about the whole commuting thing. But you have a great selection of businesses right there in Northfield. You don't have to go to the metro for anything, really.
Really don't have to. You can get about everything that you want, either in Northfield or head over to Dundas as well. So we try to count them in as part of the Northfield Area Chamber of Commerce. We include Dundas as well as there. So, but yeah, it's really nice. The thing I enjoy about it is that you're very close to the metro. You know, you're 45 minutes either from downtown Minneapolis or St. Paul, so you can take advantage of all those activities, but yet you still have that small hometown feel. And so, you know, people say, are you part of the metro? I don't really think so. We're just a step away from the metro, but we really have that unique being part of self-contained community.
And the colleges, Lisa, offer so many things too that you don't find in a normal community of your size.
Yes, that's true. There's a lot of different lectures and exhibits and theater performances, concerts that you wouldn't normally have in a town of 20,000.
Yeah, speaking of music, how about St. Olaf's Christmas music festival that they have every year?
Yeah, that's usually the first week of December, and it brings in just a ton of people, mostly alumni who just keep coming back year after year, and it's beautiful. I've been to it, and it's if you can take advantage of getting a ticket, I would strongly recommend it.
Yeah, I was going to say, good luck on the ticket thing.
It is difficult. You got to know a guy.
Good luck on the ticket thing. But you can watch it. It's nationally televised, right?
Yep, usually on public television.
Public television,
yep.
Yes. Which is something that you got to be pretty proud of there in Northfield.
Yes. Another way you can see the concerts as well, I believe at St. Olaf in their bookstore, they have DVDs of it, and also at the Historical Society in downtown Northfield, there's DVDs and CDs. So if you really like the music, you can listen to it all year long.
Yeah, Todd did mention how much he enjoys the historic downtown in Northfield. You have a very active historical society.
We really do. Our Historical Society is always doing different programming, putting on different events. For the defeats of Jesse James, we have a fun social that's happening on Thursday the 8th. And we have Imminent Brewing coming and Loon Liquors. And it's just going to be a fun way for the Historical Society to kick off the celebration.
Again, that's next weekend, Defeat of Jesse James Days. September 7th, 1876 is the historic date when the James Younger gang tried to rip off the First National Bank there in Northfield, and the townspeople armed themselves, defended themselves. 2 of the robbers were killed, right, in the bank raid?
Yep.
And you mentioned the bank teller tragically dying as well.
Mm-hmm. And Nicholas Gustafson, he was a bystander who he didn't speak English, and so he didn't understand when people were yelling to get off the street. So, yeah, wow. He died, I think, 4 days later.
So we'll get all the details about Defeat of Jesse James Days next week. Todd, is there information you specifically wanted to get out today?
No, but Northfield kind of does a transformation because you go from a kind of a sleepy bedroom town during the summer, and within the next couple of weeks we're gonna 25% increase in our population as all the students come back from both the colleges, because it's approximately 5,000 students. So things really ramp back up. You see a lot more activity. I know that our businesses, especially in downtown, are excited to see the students come back. They have some great facilities up at both the St. Olaf and Carleton campus. Probably the best food I've ever seen. Bon Appetit does both of their, and they're outstanding. But yet it still gives students still like to come down and take advantage of that. So we're really excited to see them come back. They are an important part of our community.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. Hopefully, well, I guess I'm letting the whole cat out of the bag here, aren't I? My favorite meal when we do football games, at halftime most colleges provide you with some sort of a meal, right? Whether it be pizza. Up in Moorhead, the guy makes us chili, which is awesome. But my favorite is Carleton, who I get to broadcast, so all their home games, they have box lunches, and the bread is homemade by Bon Appetit, and that's the best bread I've ever tasted. I keep telling them I wish I could buy loaves of it over there. It's delicious. So you're right, the food is awesome.
Yeah.
King's Room over at St. Olaf.
Oh, the King's Room is awesome.
It's some of the best food I've ever seen.
There's no question.
I'd be 500 pounds probably if I'd had that type of food at college. So
yeah. Lisa, anything specifically you wanted to get on the airwaves here today?
Just want to mention the Rice County Steam and Gas Engines is this weekend.
That's right.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Dundas. It's in Dundas at the showgrounds there. They have a flea market. They have a parade of tractors. It's $8 for admission per day. 12 and under are free, and it's just a really good time. And so I encourage people to come out and come to the Rice County Steam and Gas Engines.
Yeah. So you must work a little bit with Dundas then too.
We're the Northfield area Chamber of Commerce, so yep, Northfield area includes Dundas.
Sure. And then the whole area. I mean, we're talking into Dakota County too, or what's the area cover?
Area will cover all. I've got First Bank of State Bank of Dundas or Denison as a member. I'm sorry. I've got businesses as far up as Lakeville and Falsarth as
wow, that's awesome.
As Faribault. So really, when you look at the Chamber of Commerce, it's not just if your business is located, but your marketplace may be located in Northfield or the surrounding area. Business may be located someplace else. So that's why you join the Chamber of Commerce.
I'm guessing scores and scores and scores of people from the Faribault area, I know I'm one of them, stop by your bakery quite often.
Absolutely.
You have an awesome bakery in Northfield. Right, Lisa?
We do. We have a couple of great bakeries in Northfield, so we're pretty lucky. I don't know how we don't all weigh 500 pounds. All the good food.
You walk along the river there at night and get your good exercise in. We'll continue AM Minnesota, courtesy of Professional Pride Realty, right after this.
Which one are you talking about? Which bakery? Which bakery were you talking about? We have Quality and we have, that's one, okay. Because we have Brick Oven and Quality, and then we have the cupcake stores.
I'll have to try those. I'll only go to Quality when I've been there.
Just bring cash.
We certainly appreciate their sponsorship today, and Lisa, you want to go over, or Todd, I guess, could too. We should mention the bakeries by name here.
Well, we've got Quality Bakery that's been there for a long. I can't. I don't.
Yeah,
I have no idea how long.
Generations.
Generations, yeah. And then we have the Brick Oven Bakery, which has just moved over to the Crossing town or the Crossing shopping area, just off of Highway 3. And then we've got the Cakewalk, which is our cupcake store. So, and they do some fine things, including cupcakes. So.
Geez, you're making me hungry. My mouth's watering just thinking about it. So Northfield, obviously famous for a defeat of Jesse James Days, the colleges, and it sounds like the cuisine as well.
Yes, we have a lot of great restaurants, all kinds of different choices. If you like Indian food, Mexican food, American fare, Italian, we have everything. Japanese, yeah, we have every kind of food you'd like in Northfield, so we're very lucky.
Good selection of terrific cuisine in Northfield. I'm trying to think of the name of the, used to be, oh, I can't think of the name of it. Got the fork and the spoon on the sign.
Oh, Fielder's Choice.
Fielder's Choice. That's
Yes.
I knew it was baseball connected. It was in my head, and I was thinking Field of Dreams, but obviously that's not it. Although you could have called it that, because the food's dreamy, isn't it?
It's very good. They do a very, very nice job. Craig's there as the general manager, and he does a great job of food. So
I've never been there when it wasn't busy.
no.
It's always busy there.
So it tells you the food's good.
Mhm.
Froggy Bottoms.
Froggy Bottoms is delicious. They always have great food specials and drink specials, and it's just a fun atmosphere. And their patio is they just got it redone, and it is beautiful. So and it's right on the river. So who wouldn't want to be sitting out there on a beautiful day?
Oh, it is gorgeous. When I get the opportunity to have lunch with our good friends over at Carleton College, and we may be discussing some things going on there, that's where we usually go eat,
Nice.
is Froggy Bottoms.
Froggy's, yeah, because one of the few that has overlooks the river. You've got the Contented Cow, which is a great venue as well. You can get a limited food menu there, but some great music and underneath the stars, and then obviously you can go up to the Tavern Lounge, which is up on the second level of the Archer House Hotel.
I was just going to mention the Archer House too. Isn't that a classic hotel?
Yes, it is. It's beautiful, and all the rooms have been remodeled, and their bathrooms have been remodeled, and it's gorgeous. I encourage you. They allow people to go in and just check things out if you just want to see a room or two.
Is it on the National Register of Historic Places?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, I'll have
I
to do
can't
some
answer
checking
that.
on that. Next time we visit, we'll talk about that. But I would be surprised if it wasn't,
Yeah, I would be surprised as well. So
because it's just not like any hotel you can find in the cities or the entire metro area or really anywhere in southern Minnesota.
No, it's very unique. It's very unique.
And in a nice way.
Yes, yes. We're very proud of the Archer House. It's a gorgeous hotel. The staff there is wonderful and very accommodating. And then the fun thing about it is it's got 2 different restaurants, plus a cafe, plus a couple of little boutique shops. So it's really a fun place to stay and shop and eat.
Yeah, again,
You do it all.
yeah, the Archer House, and I'd recommend that if you're going to get reservations for a specific weekend in mind, you might want to book early, right?
I think let's say for graduation weekends, they're already booked out 2-3 years in advance.
Well, there you go there.
You drop off your student as a freshman, and then the next place you stop is the Archer House, so you can make your reservation for when they graduate 4 years later. So.
I like that idea, Todd. You're a very bright guy.
Well, I'm a bright guy, but I'm just stealing from the best because that's what happens there. They're already booked out 2-3 years in advance for those special weekends that occur in town. So.
Now, there are all kinds of, well, every community has a need in terms of businesses, right? What they'd like to see in their community. Is hotels one of them in Northfield? Do you need more of those?
Well, it's an interesting. I think we're missing maybe a higher scale hotel in the community, and so there are plans to build a Fairfield Inn and Suites. And hopefully they will be breaking ground sometime this fall, if not early spring.
Where will that be located?
And that will be located on the site that was supposed to be the second condo building on the crossing. So it's Second Street and Highway 3, and we'll back up right to the river as well.
I was just going to say, that's a nice scenic place. Hopefully they'll have a little patio or deck on the back of it. You can oversee that.
They'll have the plans is to have a deck with a lounge there, so they'll have no restaurant in that facility, and it's just very compact and very tight so parking is at a premium. But that will be a great addition as well to the community, and hopefully keep people who may be staying up in the cities to actually stay down in Northfield.
Well, I don't know why you'd want to stay in the cities. I mean, if you got kids, you're going to a football game, Carleton or St. Olaf, you'll have that availability right near both campuses.
Absolutely.
In fact, you can actually walk to the game if it's a beautiful day, especially Carlton.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it'll be very close to Carlton.
Right in the neighborhood. So again, folks, make sure you head on up to Northfield. Don't forget Northfield when you're thinking about shopping, right, Todd? That's the bottom line message you want to get out today.
Absolutely. We've got lots of variety. You've got a lot of different things that you can look for, and a lot of local merchants that we're very proud of. So yeah, stop up and spend a few hours, spend the day, spend the weekend, spend a lifetime.
I like that. Anything else you wanted to mention, Lisa, before I let you go?
I think we've covered quite a bit.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
You did a good job.
That's kind of the idea. We want to cover the whole gamut here of Northfield, and maybe we can feature a business when we stop up or something. There's talk about maybe doing the show in Northfield, which would be kind of cool. And when that Fairfield Inn and Suites opens, we could maybe do it on the deck.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Overlooking the river. It'll be a beautiful day like this with blue skies and sunshine and temperatures in the low 70s.
Well, yes, absolutely looking for that. So we'll do a little teaser next month. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more news about the other exciting event that happened this past year, which was the movie that was made in Northfield. So hopefully we have some information next month, but we'll do a little teaser. So
you don't want to name the movie so people can watch it, or
they can't watch it yet.
Can't watch it yet, but it was just purchased by Hallmark. So it'll be one of their classic Christmas movies. So we'll start to see it in earnest right at Thanksgiving weekend. But hopefully we'll have a little bit more information to talk about that. So we'll use that as a teaser for people to come on next month.
Were you in it? I mean, were extras from Northfield in it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen. I didn't.
He's in costume.
You are?
If you see a reindeer walking around in any of the scenes, it's Todd.
Were you Santa Claus in this or something?
No. I wear.
I could see you doing that.
I wear the.
He does do.
I wear the reindeer costume for winter walks, so I don't know if that made the scene or not.
Oh, okay. You'll find out if it was on the cutting.
I'll just like everybody else. I'll have to watch the movie and see if I'm in it.
So make sure you get on, folks. Northfield, home of cows. Now I know why cows is in the slogan, and I've been here 30 years. Cows, colleges, and contentment. That concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota. Again, big thank you to the folks at the Realty, Professional Pride Realty, for bringing you the show. KDHL AM, Faribault, Minnesota.